Good morning and welcome to Nana's Craft Corner. Yes, I decided to do a live stream, a long live stream. I still owe the cooking part of this, but because I had these potatoes and they have to get high pressure canning, I thought I'd take you along for the journey because I got a lot of work. I have 30 pounds of potatoes to peel, and I thought I could chat and do my work, and that would be cool. And this might take a while because high pressure canning is a while, so we'll see. I'm just going to keep doing it until we all get tired, and then I'll come back later. But right now, a very long live stream to chat and peel potatoes. That's the first thing I'm going to do is open up my 10-pound bag of potatoes.
So what now?
Yeah, I got to get some jars and stuff like that. I'm not totally organized here, but I'm showing you what I got to do when I go and get all this stuff. And then I can chat with all you guys in a second. There we go. Look at all the potatoes I got to peel. I get a container here to put them all in. 30 pounds of potatoes. Look at that. Actually, I'll put them back in here so I can put that in the jar after they're peeled. I mean, you don't have to peel them. If they were little and they fit in a jar, it'd be fine. But what I noticed was the skins will come off, and it still tastes fine, but it's a messy jar. So I'm going to peel the skins off the potatoes. Look at all the work you got to do, but it's, you know what? It's kind of like if you did canning with friends here, it'd go a lot faster. They could help you peel and you could chat. It's kind of fun. My other live streams won't be as long as this. Trust me. I'm haven't not left the house because I had my dog got sprayed by a skunk, so I have to get this job done, and then I will eventually go grocery shopping. I'm going to do shorter live streams showing you how to cook cookies and different things. Hey, Chris. Hey, Christian. Yo, I'm going to have to switch the TV. I can't really see or type it. Switch it, turn it around a bit so I can see you better. I got a busy day today, so I thought I'm going to hang with friends. So, have you ever did any canning before, Chris? It's a long process, but see all that? I have 30 pounds. This is only one 10-pound bag. I might save the small ones, and I might leave the skin on them. I don't know yet, but the bigger ones definitely have to be peeled. And I'm gonna separate them all. For these little ones, little tiny ones, I'll scrub the skins down, and that might work. That'll be okay in a jar, but it won't fit many if they're too big. I'm gonna pick the little ones out of here for now. I remember doing live streams and I was just cooking, but I never really had the camera open this time. I'm just going to do it along with you guys. No? I just get my potato. One fell over there. I'm at my table. I'm going to peel the potatoes to get them ready. And then put them all in the sink and wash them all off. It's a long event, and I have lots of things to do, but I got nothing better. I got to spend the time anyway, so I thought I'll spend it chatting and doing this at the same time. And if you got any questions, shoot them by. Hey, hi, darling. Well, you're popping in at a weird time, but thank you for coming. I love you, Wendy. Thanks, honey. You can join. We can just chat. Right now, I'm just going to do some canning. I haven't been on for my dog got sprayed by a skunk. And so I have not done any videos, live streaming, not really. So today, I've been waiting too long. I've been cleaning the house and I've been waiting. I bought these potatoes several days ago. And before they go bad, I got to can them. So I thought, what better way is to come on? What the heck? I might as well chat. We chat anyway. You don't really have to watch this part of me peel or not, but we can still chat and talk to each other. There you go. It's good to see you. So I got a lot of work, and you're going to see I got to peel all these potatoes, except for a few little ones. I got to wash jars. It's a process, and I should be more organized. I'm not that organized today, but I would be doing this. I'm doing it just like if you were at my house right now and where I would start and finish. This live stream might not necessarily stay up because it's way too long, but I got to chat with you guys, and I haven't chatted for so many days. So I thought I'm going to come on and see how you guys are doing. Oh, I gotta can them. Do you ever can before, Wendy? Some of them I'm gonna leave. The tiny ones, like they have to be small or they'll take too much space. See these ones? I'm gonna leave the skin on as long as I have enough, and I'll scrub the skin really clean, and then I'll see how many can fit in a jar. If they're too big, I'm gonna have to peel them, but I'm separating the small from the big, and these ones are gonna get quartered. I'm gonna chop these potatoes in quarters, and I'll show you. You rinse them all off clean, put them in jars, put boiling water on them. You need a high pressure canner to do this. I have done videos on it. My beginning videos were all about canning, so that's what I'm doing. No, never heard of it. Hi, no spinners in town. Hi guys. Hi, John. Yeah, you guys see, so it's not just about what I'm doing. It's about we can all chat with each other and come on in and out the door and whatever. I'm here for the long process. I have to get this done. I have 30 pounds of potatoes, and I have a big thing of beets. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna have a long live stream. You know, we've all done long live. Well, I have. I've done 19-hour live stream before and just chatted. This time I'm actually going to do what I would do if I was not live streaming. What would I do? This is what I have to do today. I have potatoes that I have to do before they go bad. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to peel them, wash them, quarter them, put them in jars. And then I have a big thing of beets too. So if you were at my house right now, Wendy, I'd give you a cup of tea and say, Wendy, you bored? Come on over. Let's have a cup of tea and let's get peeling potatoes if you want, or you can watch me peel and we just chat. So it's kind of like if you were at my house, what would we do? I have to pop back on your videos to see how you do it. I know you would. You like peeling taters? Seriously? Oh, well, come on over. I wish you guys were here. I'd love you. I'd give you a big hug and welcome you and give you coffee or tea and say, come on, join Nana and let's have something, a cup of tea, probably give you some lunch because this is gonna be an all-day event. I know it is. And I'll see how long it live streams. I might have to reconnect after. Wendy, you'll see it. You just pop in and out. I'll be doing it from start to finish. I'm live streaming. It's a very long live stream, and I know if people get bored, or you can always come back. But I am definitely here for the long haul. I would be doing this anyway, so I'm showing you what I do in real life when I can, and it's the time where I can is normally in the fall. Yes, I do, but I get wait a minute. Yes, I do, but I get aches. Kathleen, hi, sweetheart. It was perfect time to come on. I get to see you guys. Yeah, you get to see Wendy. Wendy gets to see Kathy, Chris, and Notebook Spinner hasn't been here. We get to see everybody. So, yeah, this is a long haul today. That's why I put it on there. I wasn't kidding. I'm doing start to finish all these taters. I call them potatoes, but I like saying taters. It's funny. And some will be high pressure can with skins on, and some will not. It depends on if I can fit them in the jar. And I'll show you that. That's what I'm doing. I'm showing you my real life. This is what I'm doing. I'm just being me. Nothing to hide. You want real me? This is real me. This is what I did. I have not canned this year's first time I did. So I have to get it done. And this is what I would do. I'd bring Kathleen could come over. Wendy could come over. Note Spinner could come over. John can come over. Anybody, you're all welcome. Yeah. Don't forget, you guys, if you really have something to say to me, capitalize it, okay? You guys can all talk to each other. It's great. I'm happy that you're all getting to see each other. I miss Wendy and Kathleen too, honey. And the only reason I haven't been on is because the dog got sprayed, like I told you. So I've been cleaning up the house. I've been working on the house cleaning, and I still have lots to do. And I was supposed to do these potatoes and can them in the beginning of the week. I was planning on doing this, but when the dog got sprayed, and my husband's been sick, and it's just been crazy this week. So that I have to get them done, or the potatoes will rot, and I'll lose all this stuff. So, that's what I'm doing. Hi, cooking with Tracy. Hi, cooking with Tracy. How are you doing, honey? Well, this is definitely a cooking live stream, an extremely long live stream. But I plan on doing some stuff. I have not taken it back from Mike. I wanted those cookies. I just have to get out of the house, but I haven't left since the dog got sprayed. I've been home all week. The thing I'm going to say that I was really proud of myself, though, is I went out and went for a walk. I actually said, you know what? I saw my neighbor that was supposed to walk, and we kept missing each other. We didn't walk with each other. And I said, that's it. I'm going to see what's up. I said, do you still want to walk? I said, I didn't call you because of the rain, and I really don't have your number. And she goes, yeah, you want to go now? And I said, yeah, let's go. And so we made a thing of all I got to do is walk to her house when I feel like walking, going over there, and we're going to walk. So it was a nice walk yesterday. That's the only way I got out of my house was I went for a local walk. Otherwise, I have so much stuff to do that I will not leave the house until I get it done. Nope. What? Hey, Ashley's in town too. Hi, guys. It's becoming, what is it coming? It's being raining here for, several days. Okay. All right. Like I said, I know that's not for me. If it's something directly for me, please capitalize it, okay? You guys, I'm glad that you're talking to each other. That's great. Oh, you need rain in there in Texas, Kathleen? Really? I think I'm going to have a sore arm. I'm done peeling all these potatoes. Where is Note Spinner? She's supposed to come and help me. Come on, who wants to come and help me peel potatoes? I'd love it. Yeah, love it. You know what I should, this is going to go all in the garden, so I'm not wasting it. But it'd be kind of cool to, if you could do, like clean the potatoes really good and then keep the skin, not on the potato, do a recipe with just the skins would be kind of cool. I have made potatoes. I did that from day one where I took a baked potato and made it really good. Or I made potato skins and stuffed the potato skins after I cooked them. That's a cool thing to do too. Maybe I'll do that one day. But it still takes a few minutes to do some of the cooking projects I want. I see you peeling potatoes. What are you doing with them? Oh, I'm going to can them. Have you ever canned, Tracy? I'm going to can these potatoes. I have 30 pounds of potatoes, and I'm going to high pressure can them. So that's going to be the trick to show you what I do with them. I did a lot of canning in the past. I haven't done it this year. This is my first canning one. I got the potatoes on a really good price for $1.99 for 10 pounds. I would have got more. And I would have did this earlier in the week, but my dog got sprayed with a skunk. So this has been delayed. And I went, I got to get these done before they rot. So, and I know potatoes can last for a while, but that's beside the point. I don't want to lose them. Are you? Well, I'll try to make you not afraid of them. Because so was I, Kathleen. What happened was, Kathleen, what got me started years ago, I knew how to can the normal canning, and I'm going to do pickle canning too today because I got a big thing of beets. I'll show you that. My hands are probably going to be red. I got to get some newspaper to down because I don't want red dye all over the place, and which is great for if it was not Halloween, but if it was Easter, the dye from beets are excellent to dye Easter eggs red. I would rather do that. I think maybe they might do that next year. Show you the ways of dyeing things without using any kind of chemical like the food coloring. I mean, beets, just different green things you can dye eggs greens and reds and different colors. I don't like bees. Really? Pickled beets are lovely, yeah. And I use pickled beets in many things. You know, that I had a recipe. That was my beets. The one on here, guys, if you know, you don't have to, like I said, I'm only saying there's a recipe that I did, a simple recipe. You want a low-cal healthy recipe, it's on there. I did beets with feta cheese with my homemade pickle beets, feta cheese, I think it's toasted almonds or something, walnuts. Those three things together make an awesome salad. And I wouldn't consider it high cal. It's a very healthy salad. Because beets are, if you check out beets are very, very healthy for you. The only part is you do have to add some sugar in it. And so the sugar is not the greatest, but the recipe that I'm going to do is delicious. Really good pickle beets. Matter of fact, when I did the beets, I would give them away at work. I gave them to one girl and she goes, oh my God. I gave it to her, I think, twice because she just loved my beets. She just, you know, whew. I'm going to have to take it easy. It'll take a little bit of a break. Sounds yummy, Nana. Yeah, it's cool. And as far as you guys, I want to show you something. You don't have to pressure can if you don't want to. But I'm going to tell you, like, I'll go back to Kathleen and said she's very scared of high pressure canner. So was I. I was going to say years ago, I've been canning since I was a little young. My mom taught me when I was really young. And anyways, I started getting really into it. Oh my God, I was doing everything. And then I said, can you actually pressure cook potatoes or carrots? Anything with low acidity, you need a high pressure canner. You cannot just use a normal, unless you're adding vinegar or whatever to make it high acidity. Like tomato juice is high acidity, so it's fine the normal way. But potatoes don't have any, they're not acidic. So you have to find some way. And I went, how can I do this? So I started investigating and I heard of high pressure canning. That's weird, but it sounds really cool. I want to work with that. I think I could have a lot of fun with it. And so I started looking and then I was like, I'm a little scared. And my first time I used it, I went, oh, I was like, my eyes wouldn't take off the stove. And I was like, oh my God, is this going to blow up on me? And I was just like Kathleen, I was just very nervous about it. And then the more I did it, the more I went, oh, this isn't too bad at all. You do got to keep an eye on it, okay? Because you got to keep wherever area you are, the pressure has to stay at a level. That's the trick, to try to level it off to pressure can, but it's a really cool thing. Hey, I have a pressure cooker. You do, Dee Dee. Hi, sweetheart. Sorry, guys. What does canning potatoes, okay. What does canning potatoes do to them in, all right. Sorry, I'm trying to read it all, and it's because it's my glasses. Tracy, sorry to take so long. The reason I pressure can is it's kind of like preserve. You preserve to use potatoes later. So it's gonna cook at a very high temperature and it'll be soft and cooked and everything. But now what can you use it for? All kinds of recipes. So now I have a jar that sits on a shelf that potatoes would last you in a cellar so long. But pressure canning can last you for a very long time. I open up a jar, I drain it, and then I fry it for home fried potatoes. Just different recipes. You need access to a potato, Well, it's the same thing as buying a can of potatoes, basically. Only you have them right. You did it your own. It's your own stuff. If you did it right at home, you know what you put into it, and it's convenient. You just get off your shelf and grab it and cook with it. So it's a handy thing to know how to do. Seriously, I think it's very worth it to do it. Like if let's say you like today, not today, but about a week ago, the potatoes went on sale for $1.99 for 10 pounds. I could only get access to 30 pounds. Otherwise, I would have did a lot more. That's all I got. So now if I kept 30 pounds of potatoes around for a long time, they're going to rot eventually. But if I can them, you can have them for a good year, easily a year. I mean, there is, they tell you exactly how long to have them, but I've had potatoes in my can over a year, and there's nothing wrong with them. As long as you do it right, and I use a new seal every time I do it. I make sure everything's sterilized really good. And this stuff has worked. Chili has worked for me in high pressure canning. You make sure you keep to the level wherever you live. You have to keep it for 90 minutes or 60 minutes, whatever it says processing. And I do look that in a book because there is really good books for this. And you stabilize it at that long, at 90 minutes. Then this lasts, like I said, for a year. Could go years, but I mean, I don't know. I know that it probably says at least a year you could have it safely. What do you got? So is this different from pressure? No, it's actually, it's the same thing. Pressure cooking is the same thing, okay? If you want to pressure cook chicken or something, kind of the same thing. The difference is they are bigger canners for this. You need wait until you see the size. I'm going to show you after the size of the canner. I'm not at that point at all. I have to get the potatoes peeled, but I'll show you. It's a big, huge. Mine is 23 quart. 23 quart is a huge thing. You would not normally work with a pressure cooker that big for cooking chicken or anything like that. I gotta get rid of the peel, so I'm gonna put it back in my bag and move these potatoes out of the way so I can do some more. So I'm getting there, and it's not too bad. My wrist's probably gonna kill me by the time I'm done doing them all, but nonetheless. All right, I'm not far here, but what I have to do is I got to move these potatoes out so I can start another thing. So this is kind of what I would do, okay? I don't stop and do one thing at a time. You need to peel all the potatoes, whatever you're canning, get that done first. I'm going to have to wash jars next. And I'll leave this in water, these potatoes, until I get them ready. I'm going to rinse them off in the sink. And they'll stay in water until I'm ready to do the next step, which is putting them in jars, sterilized jars. So I have to do the potatoes, leave them in cold water, clean them off, rinse them, and leave them in cold water until I'm ready to do the next step. And then I want to wash the jars, boil them until they're all sterilized. I just got a hydraulic pressure that puts 400 bars of pressure onto metal. Oh, you could cook. You could cook a ton with that. I bet. Hey, you got. If it's for me, I'm trying to read it every so often. You got to capitalize it for me, okay? Wow, I'm taking notes. Oh, thanks, Tracy. You might like this, Tracy, but this is, that's why I told you it's an all-day event. So I'm sorry. If you got to do something, just stay with me as long as you can. If you got to go do it, do what you come and come back and see me. Because this, when you do this, it's an all-day event. And if you have good friends that are around you, I would get them to come and help, like have a good chat. If I had Kathleen here or you, Tracy, or maybe Christian or whoever's in Dee Dee, I'd say, come on, guys, let's have a party. And I did that. I had a friend, not canning though. We did cabbage rolls together. I showed her how to make lasagna together. She would come over and we would buy all the stuff. And together I would show her how to make it all. And half would be for her and half would be for me. Like we'd buy all the food and we'd just split on the amount of food and do it all together in one day. So she actually loved my cabbage rolls. And we did that. We did a massive amount of cabbage rolls. She would go home and she was only by herself. And I, of course, had a family. So my cabbage rolls would not last as long as hers. But that's what we did as a family or as friends. We came over, got together and did it all. Just like this, I would have a bunch of people together doing it. How long do those potatoes keep? These potatoes, oh, you're talking about the other ones? The canned potatoes, Kathleen, at least a year. I'm going to see if I got one downstairs to show you, and I'll even show you if they're still good, how to do that. But I was running low, so I love potatoes. They're really good. Actually, you know what else you can do with these? You could actually, okay, so not only they'll be already pre-cut. You drain them. You can rinse them off if you want. Put them in a frying pan with butter and onions. There you go. Or another idea that I have for you is you could actually take those potatoes and use a grinder, not a grinder, but a grater, grate them down and you can have that kind of hash brown. I mean, there's things you can do with the potatoes, but I strictly like them for a dinner. I kind of throw them as a side dish for my steak or pork chops or chicken, and I just throw them in the pan and they're very fast and easy to do. I mean, yes, it's a lot of work at first, but in the end, you so appreciate it. I made chili like this too. And I made, okay, so you have to understand I'll have to do several batches of this because you can do quarts or pints. I normally, for potatoes, because a pint is too small, I'll put these normally in quart ones. Now to process, you can only fit 7 in a 23 quart pressure cooker, but you can do almost double in the smaller pint ones. And I'll show you, sometimes I do more or less, but the pint processes faster and the quart processes 90 minutes at the pressure. Like I told you, I'm stressing where you live. Every place is different pressure, but it says it in a book. And I advise, I'm not telling you, I always look at a book in case I forget, okay, what's the temperature of asparagus? How much do I have to pressure can this? Potatoes, everything pressurizes at a different level, pints and quarts. So you got to kind of look at that. And I'm going to the experts, the ones that wrote books on this is what I continue doing. So those potatoes, at least, Kathleen, a year. At least I'm going to show you a potato, what they look like, and I'll tell you whether they're, because I got to clean up my, I want to call it not cellar, but where I store my canned goods. Every so often I'll clean them out, and then if they're no good, I'll throw them out. And I'll know by looking at them whether if they turn too dark of a brown, and you open the lid and they smell, well, the minute it smells bad, you know it's no good. Or I don't like the look when it's too brown, so I get rid of them too. But I've had these for at least a year, I would say. Yeah, I don't even know if they last a year. I keep them at least a year, but they don't last that long, maybe 6 months. I gotta move my potatoes, so I'll be right back, you guys. I can still talk to you, but I have to move these potatoes and soak them in the sink, so I'll be right back. I have to unplug my cable so I can't even see if you're typing or not, because I'm watching you on my TV. All right, so right now, I'll show you some. It's just awkward to move my camera right now. Otherwise, I would show you what I'm doing next, and I will. I'll show you. I have to move my camera eventually, but right now, I have to do the potatoes. That's the first step. And then I'll eventually move my camera over here where I am, to show you what I'm going to do. Probably the jars and all that. I do got a little bit of dishes to do, and I don't need everybody to see my dishes. So I'm not even going to do that yet. I'm strictly, right now, I'm strictly filling up the sink and gonna rinse the potatoes off. And I'm gonna let them soak in the cold water. I'll leave them in there for just a little bit, and then I'll put them in a pan, a big huge pan to keep them in the cold water, because I don't want to irrigate until they're gonna turn brown if we leave them out too long. Now I've got cold water running. I clean up the sink. They're gonna get rinsed again. They're not just staying in the sink. Right now I'm just throwing them in the sink in cold water. I'll rinse them off again, make sure there's no, like right here I got a spot. So I'm taking off that spot. And I'm gonna move them over there. Okay. Anyways, I missed all you guys. It's good seeing you guys all together, talking to each other. It's cool. I haven't been on for, like I said, I think 4 or 5 days. And when you're used to coming on live streaming, it's weird not being on here, but I have to tell you, I accomplished a lot of stuff. I got a lot of cleaning done. I'm not totally done. What we did together, we did a lot of cleaning. And I had to move my craft room around. And that I worked 2 days on that. It's still not done yet. But I literally moved shelves, 3 shelves together, trying to organize like my paints and my different things together. All right, and I'm going to, the little ones I'm going to keep separate, not these ones. Right here, I'm keeping them separate, and I'm going to make sure how many fit in a jar, and then I'm going to scrub these down with the scrubber to keep the skins on. All right. So, anything I'm missing? Oh, you say, yes, Kathleen started Christmas. Cool. Interesting. You gotta go. Hope to see you later. Yeah, come on back. Make sure you, when you're typing, Dee Dee, put it in capitals for me, okay? I don't know if he's gone already, but yeah, you guys, come on in. Leave. If you have to leave and come on back. I told you, I'm doing this whole thing. I might not leave it open unless people want me to leave it open, because this is going to be a long live stream. I'm just doing it so I can chat with you because I missed you guys. Kind of like if you were coming to my house and we were doing this all together, talking all day and having a good day. So that's why I'm doing it. It's better company to talk to somebody than just do this all by myself. All right, I'm down. I got a nice tablecloth. I'll give it wipes, a vinyl one, so it wipes really easy. I was going to put paper on it, but then if I do that and it gets wet, the paper will go on my tablecloth. So I just thought I'll peel right on my vinyl tablecloth and wipe it off. It's clean and easy. I want to see the process. Yeah. Well, for anybody that wants to, there is videos on the back that I did things, okay? That was the beginning of my channel where I started canning. And then I noticed, well, a lot of people weren't viewing it. So I went, well, maybe I'll change it to something else. And so I did started doing more different cooking. I started doing videos on crafting. Oh my God, I've been crafting like crazy lately. And I know my channel starts with cooking, so I really should be doing cooking. But there you go. I want to do a cookbook eventually. And so maybe I got to show you how I cook, because right now it doesn't even look like I know how to cook. So I definitely know how to cook. Not that I'm bragging in any way. I'm just telling you that I've cooked a lot my whole life. I've cooked since I was like 12 years old at least. So I'm not a qualified chef or anything, but I have dabbled in that field for sure. You got a good potatoes. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I have other ones too, Wendy, but I don't mind. This one's not bad at all. I don't know what the company's made by. It doesn't even have a name. Oh, it's President. Okay, I know you guys in the States or England. Have you ever heard of, it's a name brand, President's Choice? I don't know if you ever heard of it. President's Choice. It's not in the United States. I know that it's more Canadian. Anyways, President's Choice, and it's you can collect points, but they got rid of it. But they still, I think they still make the products. Anyways, when you see a President's Choice made product, it is made really well. It's just a generic brand for Canada. But anybody that knows President's Choice, they take the best of cooking products, equipment. And so this, I believe, is a President's Choice one. And I normally would buy that equipment. If they had a mixer, would I buy President's Choice? Yeah, I have President's Choice mixers. And they also do cooking. They do frozen TV dinners. They do, they're into everything. President's Choice was into everything. I don't know if it's as much. And so anytime I saw equipment that was done by President's Choice, it was made well, but reasonably priced. I would get it. So I'm pretty sure this is what that is. It's, I have other cheaper ones, but I can't stand them. When you need to do a lot of peeling, you need good equipment as far as I'm concerned, even if you got to pay a little more. Like I have, my mixer is KitchenAid. No, not mixer. I gotta think. Yeah, I have a mixer that's KitchenAid, but I have another one that's like made by President's Choice. I think a smaller mixer. The two of them, that stuff is really good equipment. Oh, red potatoes are great. Red potatoes are really awesome. Yeah, I love red potatoes, Wendy. You know what I do with red potatoes, and I bet you have too. Have you ever taken? And they do it at fine dining restaurants. That's what I'm saying. You pay an arm and a leg, but you could do the same thing. Have you ever taken red potatoes, boiled them till they're really soft, then you just drain them, take a smasher or a masher, whatever you want to call it, smasher, masher, or even a mixer, and smash them with the skins on. And in the meantime, you can also add garlic powder. You can add butter. You can add dill. By the way, dill is really good in mashed potatoes. Yeah, but you have your garlic. You can have garlic butter. You can melt down and add fresh garlic and just take the garlic out. Take butter, put garlic in it, cook it with the garlic to get that garlic flavor in the butter, or oils too. You can use the same thing and get that flavor really good in it. Add that to your potatoes. Smash the whole potato. You have a really good tasting potato. Very good tasting potato. Guys, I'm just going to move this again because I'd rather have more space. And I might have to take a break because this does hurt your wrist after a while. Just think about it. That was only one. I have two more to do like that. So, all right. I'm going to clean this off and I got to start another bag. But, add sour cream cheese or sour. Yeah, that would be good too. Absolutely, Kathleen. That's a high fat, like butter is, the sour cream is. Yeah. So is cream cheese, both of them. They would be good too. To change it up if you're bored with the type of mashed potato and you want to try something new. By the way, dill is really good in it too. I have to tell you, you put some dill, fresh dill in mashed potatoes. Dill is it has a really nice taste in mashed potatoes. All right, baby. I don't have my scissors, so I'm stabbing it with my potatoes now. There we go. Little potatoes or taters. Not eating potatoes right now. Miss them. Yeah, because you're cutting down your carbs to lose weight. But I hate to tell you, I don't think if you ate it once in a while, as long as you don't put all the sour cream and all that, taters actually have high in potassium, by the way, Kathleen. They're very good for you. Actually, my mom and so is bananas. If you have any heart issue, you're supposed to have potatoes. You have to, not potatoes, sorry, potassium. You have to put it in banana. She has to eat a banana every day to lower her blood pressure. And they recommend potatoes too. Potatoes are high in potassium. Look good. Oh, my potatoes look good? Hi, who do we have here? Walker Bear, hi. Yeah, here she goes. You want to know something? No, I want to tell you something else I've learned, okay? Because of gardening. Okay, so when you grow in a pail or something, you need to put a lot of topsoil is because if it's green, you shouldn't eat a potato. It's not healthy to eat. I don't have a potato. These are all good potatoes. I don't have to show you anything. These are all good. But if it had green on it, there's none. These are really nice potatoes. But if I had green, I wouldn't eat it. I cut it all off because technically that's not healthy for you if it's a green potato. It's not good for you. It hasn't been because most green potatoes would come when you grow in a 10-gallon pail potatoes because the level of soil was not deep enough or to protect the potato and the sun got to it and it's green, it's not healthy for you. Just throwing it out there so you know. You should not eat a potato that's got green on it. Be nice for jacket. Yeah. Yeah, they're nice potato. There's different sizes, but I got this for $2 Canadian. Just think how cheap that is for you in the UK. I shouldn't have opened my bag so big. Now I got another bag to put the peels in. So see, this is what they look like. That's a whole bag out right now. So I'm going to sort through the little ones and get rid of the little ones for now. And I'm going to show you, like I said, I'm going to get a quart jar, and I'm going to show you how it fits in. Whoa, just lost sight of you guys. It is. It's 30 pounds of potatoes I'm doing. 30 pounds there, Kathleen. I would have did more. Are you kidding? When I can, this is nothing. I only could find 3 on sale. So think about this. All this potatoes cost me $6. Which don't you figure that's a pretty good deal? Okay, I'm sorting. My little tiny ones are going to the left. The bigger ones are going to the right. And then I'm going to start peeling these ones. And then I got one more bag after that to do. So I have to do this first. This is the process that I would do, Candy, if you were here. I have done, my mom would help me. My granddaughter, she used to love helping me when she was little. Everybody would come over and we'd all be a big bunch of us doing it all together. Helping me peel, helping me do, if I were to do a bunch of pies or different things, this was what we'd do. If Kathleen was here, I'd say, Kathleen, come on over for a coffee, invite you guys over. A bag of potatoes is 5 pounds, which is very expensive. Hi, Sina. You can make potato chips. Hi, sweetheart. All right, so I'm going to peel this baby. Nice size though. This is a pretty good. These would be good for like baked potatoes or like potato skins. That's another thing I'd like to do. Wendy, that's what I'd love to do. Actually, I could do that ahead. I'm not keeping these. I'll do it again. But one of the live streams, I would love to. I'll make some potato skins and stuff them with cheese and sour cream and do a nice recipe with that. That would be good. I'd like to take everything and make it into. Everyone has to be conscientious of losing weight. Well, most people, I want to say. I would like to take recipes, if I could, and make them as low cal as possible for those. The same recipe can be switched to a low cal recipe just by using lower things, lower cottage cheese, lower cheese, whatever. And yeah, that would be fun too. Taking a normal recipe, doing it one way and another way. So yeah, these potatoes are really reasonable. There we go. Yeah, he's lucky I have. Trucker man is hiding there. He's running away from me now. He goes, okay, she's fine. She's doing it all by herself. He's lucky. He goes, yeah, she seems to be okay. She's talking to you guys, so it's all right. She doesn't need my help. It's funny. Because you know what? If I wasn't talking to you guys, he would be here with me doing it. So he's happy that I'm with you guys. Trying to find all the spots on here. I need some space, so I have to do this one, and I'm not even done. Technically, you should see the table. I have a bunch of little ones to my right on here, so I didn't even get to the third bag yet. I'm on the second one, and because I'm doing it by myself, I think 3 pounds is enough potatoes for me. If it was more people here helping me, I'd be doing this. I'd do more, but I was debating, and I don't think I'm going to do that. You can add a touch of, when you do the canning, you can add a touch of salt to them. But the thing is, salt breaks down. It adds a nice flavor to the potatoes, but it also breaks it down, and then your potatoes look kind of, the water liquid doesn't look so hot to me. So I'm going to, same with non-peeling potatoes. It's still healthy. It just looks funky. So I think I'm not going to add salt this time to my stuff, because you can always add salt after. I thought about the high pressure canning is, you could actually, I could probably do a turkey. And well, I have done turkeys, but not high pressure canning. But that canner is so big that you could actually probably do a turkey. And if you want to high pressure cook a turkey, but I'm not going to do that, because then I'll put grease in my canner, and I won't like that. My canner is all designed for, if it overflows, it's got liquid, or it might have a little bit of acid, meaning tomato juice or something, or tomatoes when I did chili. But I don't have fat, not too much fat. A little bit in chili has fat because you're using hamburger when you do it. So I thought, technically I could pressure cook a turkey if I wanted to. That size it's really big. And I will have to show you when I get near the stove. It's going to be, like I said, an all-day event. I can't go near there. Next process I'm going to do is my jars. After I do that, and I will clean them up, and I'm going to show you what I do with the jars next. Because my dishwasher doesn't work. Otherwise, I'd recommend throw them in a dishwasher. But you know what? A lot of people sit there and they the dishwasher, and then they throw them through the dishwasher. They use them. I don't know. I don't like that. I'm like really picky about making sure my stuff's clean. I actually take them, scrub them with a scrub brush with soap and water. And then I take them and boil them for at least, I think it's 10, 15 minutes. You got to boil them. And then from the boil where they are, I pull them out and put my potatoes right in very hot jars. And I find that much cleaner than taking them out of a dishwasher. I mean, I don't think a dishwasher really sterilizes a jar, but hey, to each his own. And I have not, since I do it my way, I've never had issues with botulism or anything. There we go. I'm going to move this away. This is like the good old days here. I don't know if you're still here, Wendy, but remember, I would come on and be on all day. I was trying to get my hours, and I'd stay on and hang on all day for the hours. Well, I don't need the hours, but I definitely enjoy the company. And now I'm looking in my sink, splashing water everywhere. All right. Alrighty. My garden's gonna love this. I'm gonna put that in my compost. Get this broken down. Here's a big one. Here's a big Tita. Got any questions there, just shoot them out on the screen and put it on capitals if you want to ask me anything. Like I said, I have an HDMI cable plugged in from my computer to the counter on my kitchen counter, and my tablet is on the table. And I have to kind of like squint to read what people are saying to me. So I know this way, if you're talking to me, the capitals mean it's for me. All right. You can't have any potatoes. My dog wants potatoes, and I say, no, you can't have any. This might be more than one part here, because I know it's only good to do 2 hours at a time on here. So that's exactly what I might have to do. I might have to restart maybe after. I know 2, 3 hours or something. There's something funky about what you got to do. So we'll see. This might be part 1. Wipe this counter off. I'm going to end up with my computer needs cleaning. I had my old one put in to repair, so they repaired it. Hopefully it'll work as a secondary computer for me. Oh, no problem. I'll see you later, Wendy. You know where to find me. If you're not, you go do what you got to do. And if you're bored, come on back and visit later on if you want. It's all good, Wendy. Thank you, honey. I'll be here. You know where to find me if you can. And if you can't, that's okay. You have a wonderful day. don't think I've ever done this. I've done canning through, so what I want to do, a video. Never have I done this. So this is a first for me live streaming. I'm not sure if I'll do it again, but this is the first time I've live streamed ever canning, high pressure canning. So it should be interesting how this goes. And unfortunately, I can't just jump doing it. This is not a video. If I did a video, then you would get the short version of what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm showing you exactly what you need to do if you were at home. And set yourself a day to do it. If you're planning on wanting to learn how to do it and do it, you can do it in smaller batches, but I prefer to do it in a bigger batch because I'm not going to waste my gas to just do small amounts. But you might get addicted to doing this because it is a lot of fun once you start doing it. I'm going to move this out of the way and clean up as I go. And I know this can be the boring part, but I thought you guys could meet each other and chat. I would have had to do this anyways. I feel like sometimes I got a little bit of company. If anybody comes in the door and wants to talk to me, you know there's a place to come to chat. And to learn always. Always doing something. There we go. I'm still here taking notes, changing my room. Oh, I love you. Okay, Tracy, you got it. Come on. Thanks, Trace. I'm going to tell you this much, Trace. I hope you stay with me. But I'm going to tell you this much. I'm going to shut down. I think it's going to take an all day. That's what I said. But I don't know if I'll leave the stream running all day. I'm going to have to come back and take over again. Because I think there's some about you can only live stream maybe 2-3 hours at a time. And then you got to come back. So I think that's my goal. I think I'm going to do 3 hours and then I'll stop and I'll go part 2 of the same thing I'm doing. And every 3 hours I will do a new live stream because I think it counts better for me. I don't know. There's just something about it. But because this is going to be a while, but you will, yeah, please take notes. I'll show you. You're going to see exactly what I do. It's like, just imagine this when I had to do a video, okay? I'm showing you this is what I did and I cut it down to maybe 5 minutes. What took hours and hours, you have to edit it down to not the version of what I'm doing here. This is the actual version in real life, what I would do. But when you do a video, you're only getting 5-10 minutes of the whole thing cut down super fast. So I don't know how much you're learning from it. I mean, I tried to teach people how to do it, but I think this is more accurate, showing you what I would actually do all day. And then you got your notes, like you said, take your notes and it'll work out good. You can get things done too. So I don't know, I'm going to try to do both for you, especially since you want to learn, Tracy. I'm going to try to do both, but the first one I'm for sure doing is potatoes. And then there's the second one is pickled beets, and that's not with a high pressure canner. I don't know if I might have to do that tomorrow if I don't have time. But the first one, this high pressure is a really cool thing to have. I'm just telling you, anything with low acidity, lots of things you can do, meats, all kinds of stuff. I think it's cool. And then the other one is, well, it's anything high acidity you can do is a normal big huge pan, and you put everything together as long as it has high acidity in it, like tomatoes, or you add lemon juice, or you add something really high acidity, then you can do normal canning with it. That's why people can do spaghetti sauce, because tomatoes have high acidity. Just different things you can do. I've done lots of different recipes that didn't need a high pressure canner, but I like the high pressure part for all kinds of things you didn't know you could do. Like meats, you can can meats, you can can, I don't know, just about everything. You can do carrots. What I did was I did carrots with brown sugar glaze with them. I put a glaze with them and can that. Carrots are low acidity, so you have to high pressure stuff like that. High pressure can carrots, asparagus, all that stuff. Oh, but I did a pickle asparagus. Oh my God, that doesn't even last in my house when I do pickle asparagus. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh, do ya? Did you ever make them from scratch? Pickled beets are awesome, especially I did a recipe with, like I told you, with walnuts, feta cheese. My pickled beets it has a sweet taste, and then the salt from the feta. I made it up because I went, you know what? I love feta and I like pickled beets, and one's sweet and one's salty. Let's see how this tastes. And I threw them together. The recipe's on my channel. I threw them together. I think it's only 3 things you put together. It's the most easiest salad, and it is incredible the taste that you get. The sugar. This is how I liked it. I like textures and sweets and sours and putting things together. So the beets are sweet, the feta is salty, and then the crunch is the texture from the walnuts. I could go for it. That's so much, very simple salad, but I could go for it right now. It was so delicious when I made that up. Simple. I have another salad recipe. I'm gonna try a few live streams and we'll see how it goes. I have another one that's gonna be with spinach. That for those people that are on diets, it only takes let's see, I gotta think 1, 2, 4 things to do a quick salad. The thing that took me so long is I haven't found a homemade vinaigrette dressing that yet to make, but I make the salad with a Bott's raspberry vinaigrette dressing, and it's good. But I want to make my own salad dressing too to go with this recipe. So I'm going to need a knife eventually. These potatoes are really good though. I got them at a good time. There's not one, except this one here has a really one bad spot, but the rest are really nice potatoes. They're peeling nice. There's no bad spots. Right here's the only one I got, this little section here. I have a video to do and have to do the video from October 1st today. Okay. Okay. Get rid of these. 2 more to do, and then I got my 3rd bag I gotta get done. Well, that's all right. You can always do it now. This is going to be at least 2 batches. This is This potato's gonna at least give me 14 quarts at least. You tell by look at the amount of potatoes I got. Yeah, I'm gonna need at least 14 jars at least, which is a double batch. I don't know if I'll do smaller jars. If I run out of the big quarts, I'll do half pints too. All right, it'd be nice to get to an end of peeling these, but let's get a jar after this. I got one more potatoes to do. These ones I think are going to be small enough. I want to clean them off really good. It's going to be a quiet night. Be a quiet night. I'll be quiet night pot. Okay. I got to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner tonight too. I don't know. Don't know what I want to make for dinner yet. I should actually make, if I got enough eggs, I might make a quick frittata. I gotta see what I got left in the fridge. But I have that recipe on there and I might do that too. We'll see. See what I can do for supper tonight too. All right, I still have a lot of little potatoes. I just want to see if they're gonna fit nice in the jar when I go to do them. So I'll show you that after, but I gotta get the third bag done. All right. I'm glad you're having fun. Are you going to be doing the beets and asparagus today? I don't have asparagus yet. If not, do you have a video up? Not the beets, no. No, I don't have or asparagus yet, but I'll tell you what. The beets for sure. I don't know how long this is going to take. This is going to take hours to do the potatoes first. So I'll tell you what. And asparagus, I don't have any of that at all. But if you are interested in learning how to pickle asparagus and stuff like that, I'll do that. But for sure, right now I have beets. The potatoes are first, beets are second. And after that, I'm going to be doing, I have rutabaga too. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. And then will I do a special thing for you for asparagus? Sure, I can do that. Because right now I haven't really been doing videos on it. I'm going to do more live streaming on this cooking and see how it goes. Yeah, but I'll show you I'd love to show you the recipe of the asparagus. I just got to get some. I don't have any right now. So I have different cookings. I'm going to show you different cooking, different recipes I've made up. But whatever I need to do, like for instance, I'm going to do this potato casserole. I should actually save some potatoes for that, but I'll buy another bag. I have a recipe I want to do with kind of a lower cal casserole dish. You can put it in the microwave. I timed it. I just did it the other day. It takes about 45 minutes in a microwave, or if you don't like the microwave, it's going to take a little longer in the oven. But in the pickled beets, you're going to love the recipe for that. It's not really my recipe, but I know it works, so I'd pass that on for sure when I'm going to use in it, because it works really good. Okay. I just don't know if I'm going to get to it today, because I can see by the look of this, I still have a long process still ahead of me for doing all these jars, but If I don't get it today, I'll guarantee you I will be live streaming it tomorrow because I have to get all this done. And then when I get asparagus, I will live stream that one too for you. But you need to know if you want, I don't leave all these live streams up that are extremely long. And if any of this interests you, please tell me and I'll leave it up for you so you can watch it all if you want. Because a lot of people don't rewatch live streams at all, Tracy. They don't. So, but I'm doing it because I just want the company and it's fun. I don't mind live streaming and showing you what I'm doing live at the moment. Yeah. Hi. What is that? Wait a minute. Hello. What do we got here? Yeah, definitely, Tracy. Tell me what you want to can. What is that? Huh? Potatoes. Leave this up for just Mike. Really? I think I should leave. I don't know, Mike. Well, Mike's good like that, but Tracy, you tell me what you want me to can and show you. I'll do it for you for sure. I don't mind. I'm on here anyways. I would rather come and chat with you guys and get to meet you and know you. Then I keep stressing that. You either have 2, 3, 10. Sure, I love the company. I would have nobody here. If I was not talking to you guys, Tracy, are you typing back to me? It'd be kind of lonely doing this all by myself. So it's more company for me to open up the camera, chat with you, and I get things done a lot better because I have company. So, I mean, this is perfect for me. So anything you guys want to see, as far as high pressure canning, as long as I got this stuff, I'll show you. Or any kind of canning, for sure. I will definitely show you the stuff I know works, and you're going to love it. And if you take notes, like you said, Trace, these recipes are guaranteed. I have made them over the years. The ones I'm doing, they're not all my recipes, but I mean, they're all generic that everybody can have them anyways. It's not something, the hidden secrets or anything. They're all over the place. I just know that I try all kinds of stuff, and then I can say, yep, this is a good recipe. You're going to like it because I've tried it. Okay, you like beets for sure. You want my potatoes? Sure. Hey, MT, honey, hi. Yeah, is there Tracy, I'm going to tell you, you might like something else. Do you know that I even canned, and it wasn't high pressure can? You're going to love this. It was a raspberry sauce. That one I made up. I made up a raspberry sauce that I don't know if you like this idea, but I'm going to tell you. If have you ever had deep fried ice cream? So I make deep fried ice cream, if you can imagine this, and a homemade raspberry sauce poured over top of it with whipped cream and a cherry. That is like eating heaven, I'll tell you. It is deep fried ice cream with a raspberry sauce on top with whipped cream and a cherry just to make it look good is delicious. So the raspberry sauce came from this, the idea didn't come from me. It came from a recipe when I was in a major city that I really liked. And so I went, can you buy the raspberry sauce? And they said, no, you can't. And I said, you know what? I'm freaking going to come up with a recipe and make my own. That's exactly what I did. I made my own raspberry sauce, put it on deep fried ice cream, made that up, and it is delicious. You want the potatoes now? Sure. You want a raw potato? You want a raw potato? I need those potatoes now. But like, you want to watch me cook something else with potatoes rather than a raw potato? How about you join me one time and I will make you potato skins. I will make you mashed potatoes. I will make you home fries. I can make all kinds. I could shred this. This potato could be a slice of heaven. Do you know that when I was raised with my mom, because my background's, I'm French. And as a kid, she would cook for us since we were very little. And she would make, this is the best home fried, and people might have different names for this. I'm sure you do. But this is not what we call, they were just home fried potato chips, where I take this potato and slice them up and then put them in, yes, fat. It would be some kind of oil, probably, which is not good, vegetable oil or any of the oils. put them in and fry them in there, and then add ketchup when I eat them. Do you know that that's the best home fries ever? They are so good, cut up. Of course, you could take, I'm trying to think of the word, I have one too. Not a lay, I forget what it's called, but you shave it down and you make thin potato slices and cook them in oil too. It's really, really delicious. My girlfriend left me because I wasn't. Okay, that's just gross. Anyways, that's what we'll start off with for you, Trace. I'm gonna get the beets done and I'll try to get some asparagus as long as it's not too expensive. And I'll do some pickling asparagus with you. And then if there's something else, if I got the time, again, I'm gonna stress if I got the time, I'll do something else. I might even do that raspberry sauce I'm telling you about. We'll see. I gotta find my notes where I made it, because I haven't made that over 2 years ago. I don't know where it is right now, but I made that up. All right, I gotta move these potatoes and clean this off. Thanks for the thumbs up. Awesome, awesome, possum. Thank you. What do you got? I live in my parents' basement with my. Oh Lord. Yeah, you're gonna have to take all that off pretty soon. Empty, thank you. You want to take the whole thing off if you want. He's just being silly, that guy. You can get rid of it. You're welcome, Trace. I love it. I like people that want to learn from me. Love it. And I learn from others like you. So, yeah. Absolutely. It's my pleasure to show people how to cook the stuff I learned since I was a kid. I've been cooking for a while. Like I said, I'm going to be turning 60 on October 18th. And so I've been my God, my mother taught me how to sew and cook and do this since I was a little kid, all this stuff. So I've been doing it for a long time. Yeah, my hands are dirty, MT, so I know you're there. Thank you. And if it gets out of character, go ahead and you can block the whole thing, because I don't need this on my live stream at all, somebody being cuckoo. They just want attention in a crazy way, so. I think somebody had a few too many Bud Lights. Yeah, well, I got to do so. Can you do me a favor? Can you get rid of that Bud Light guy? I'm getting tired of his cooking thing is just stupid. He's probably a kid or something. Can you do that for me, MT? My hands are dirty. Otherwise, I would be blocking him right now. I don't need all that stupidity. Yeah, will you do me that favor? I'm trying to be serious here, showing people how to cook and pressure cook. I don't need that silly, stupid stuff. Thanks. Thanks, MT. I would rather have two of us learning from each other, somebody watching me, than somebody being silly. It's ridiculous. Oh, no problem, Tracy. Thanks. Thanks, honey. Thanks, MT. Showed your night bot down to was spamming chat. Okay. That's cool. Thanks, MT. Welcome back, Kathleen, sweetheart. Welcome back, sweetie. I was just Tracy's enjoying watching, and I'm happy to show people my. I'd love to pass this down. A lot of people, even my kids and generations, don't want to learn how to can anymore, and I'm honored to teach somebody that's interested in this stuff. Oh my God, of course I am. And I'm going to show recipes that I know for a fact work when I do it, that are delicious. It's just a long process when you're live streaming. It doesn't take, a video takes 5-10 minutes. The actual doing it takes hours, but in the end, it's so worth it. You save you save a lot of money when you think about it. Just think how many jars I'm going to get when I'm done. All 3 pounds, $6. Sure, I have to process it all, but it's going to take is hot water and gas to process it, and $6 for all the potatoes. So that's pretty good price for what I'm going to do. Little Caesars. Hi, nice to meet you, Little Caesars. Yeah, welcome. We're all welcoming you with open arms. I'm going to can potatoes. I'm going to can beets, and if I can get a good deal on asparagus, I'm not going to do that today though. I will come back and show Tracy and whoever's interested, and to can a special recipe for pickled asparagus. Well, I have that down packed. It's a good recipe. So I can vouch for the stuff I cook, or I make up. Or it's not my recipe, but I experiment with people's recipes and try them out and see if they're good. So I speak on behalf of this asparagus recipe. Is very, very good. And I've done it. Oh gosh, I can't tell you how many times I got it because it's eaten up by the time I'm done. The jars go crazy. I started making smaller jars because I made a big jar. Once they open the jar up, it's gone. So I make smaller jars to control how fast the asparagus goes. Because that's how good they are. My pickled asparagus, this recipe is very good. And I was just saying about a raspberry sauce that I made. I mean, Tracy, I have to thank Tracy too. I know she's answering the door, but Tracy, thank you. You make me want to cook. And Tracy, I appreciate you for wanting me to show you. You have no idea what that means to me. It's very sweet that somebody actually wants to learn this and might pass it down. Is a big deal to me. I mean, I love people learning new things. Like I like it. And this is, to me, it's like knitting and crocheting. It's an old thing, and it's a dying art. And to me, canning, unless you're I'm trying to think of Mennonite or something like that, they're the only ones really doing it. A lot of people gave up on doing this stuff. No one really does it anymore because it is work. I'm not going to deny that. But if you make it enjoyable and do it together, it can actually be a really cool family thing to do together. And then when it comes time to eating it, you're going to like it because you knew exactly what you put into it. And you made it yourself. You should be proud that you did this. Rather than I could open up a can or go to a restaurant. I know what I'm doing with this stuff. And it tastes so much better because you know what you went into it. And a lot of love, obviously. To taking the time to do all this, it's a lot of love. Now, my mother would be, if she was here, she's gone away to my sister's for a week. If she would have been here, she would have helped me peel. She would have been talking to you guys, and she would have helped me peel this stuff. She's very good like that, helping me out when I'm doing something big quantity. And you probably would have got a kick out of her as she taught, helping me. That's the same person you just blocked, probably. Yeah, most likely. It's probably, normally that's a kid doing that. Or somebody drunk. That's okay. I don't want to have issues on my channel for advertisers, so that doesn't help me. People like that don't realize how they do so much damage to your channel. It's just silly. For what? What do they get out of this? Because when you have stuff like that put on your channel, if you're trying to make your channel work, the advertisers that part is going to deny me advertisers because of it. So it's not right, but I'll keep it nice and be nice no matter how I do this. Guess not, yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. See, that's the good thing about a video. Once a video is done, nobody can harm a video. They can make a statement, but then you just delete it. So a video never gets harmed, but a live stream, that's a different thing. And if you're looking for advertisers once you get monetized, that's not a good thing when people do that, especially when you're trying to be serious and show stuff. Not a good thing. Yes, you do. You're right. Yeah, I know, Kathleen. I know how you work. You try to give them a chance, and I get it. The thing is, though, you have to clear out every mess, because when this live stream goes down after I'm done, a note will come up and saying they don't recommend this for advertisers, and so it wrecked the whole live stream. That you can't really leave it up because it's not going to count for advertisers, and that's what pays you when you're on YouTube, when you're monetized. So you have to keep your channel good on live streams. You have to. So giving a chance for a little bit's okay, but it's also, it could be very dangerous for the short term. But yeah, we don't like to react. Giving people a chance is a cool thing. Anyways, how you been? Kathleen, I missed you, by the way. And MT, you too, by the way. I just throw that out there. Because of all the skunk stuff and going on, I've been just too busy trying to clean the house to do any kind of live streaming. And of course I miss it. It's kind of like I when I don't do it, but and I miss you guys. And I'm happy to be back. And for the next few days, I have to sit there and do this work. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Anybody that loves to learn from me about high pressure canning or the normal canning, because I have to do this in real life, I'm going to do it. And I appreciate people like Tracy giving me suggestions on what she'd like to see. That kind of helps me in the field right now. And I'll be going back to doing my normal cooking. I have it planned. I really do want to do those cookies. I just haven't left the house. I've been doing cleaning, and I left it to do this because I went to go see my daughter. And the younger one moved away. So I went out to the older one, seeing her. They have a really cool grocery shopping store there that I bought these potatoes from. And I think that's the last time I've been out of the house. We came back, and we put the dog outside from coming back from my daughter's. It was late at night, and we didn't see it. And all it was he let her back in the house. And yeah, right in my backyard. In all the years I've lived here, 24 years, I have never had a skunk in my backyard. So it was a weird thing. But we get your chat filters fixed. You won't need to work. Okay, cool, MT. Yes, honey, I know I owe you that one-on-one and to help me out. I appreciate that. Yeah. Anything to help the filters, and I don't mean no mods have to do any work. That would be a cool thing. I know I gotta take the time with you. And but I missed you guys. I really did. What happened? Oh, Nightbot was timed out by MT 43. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, I'll let you do what you got to do, MT. Thank you, honey. Thanks for taking care of the Nightbot thing too. That'd be great. Well, this is a good thing though, Tracy and Kathleen and all you guys. Let me see. I am down to my last bag of potatoes, so that's a good thing. And I got to sort through the little ones and big ones. I got to show you after how many little ones I got, so I didn't even touch them yet. And my sink is 3/4 full of potatoes, soaking. All right, this is a really good thing. Now to try to set up the pickled beets is going to be fun too, because I have to actually, well, I have to figure out how I got to put paper all over the place to do beets, because they are such a mess in your house and the red dye is terrible from them. So I have to figure out how I'm going to set that up. But I will definitely do it there, Trace. I got to get them done. I don't know whether I'll have them done today, though. I might do a live stream tomorrow morning and I'll do the beets so I can set up what I got to do. And then how long of a day I got right now. How long I got to do this. I'm going to go downstairs after. I'm going to see if I can find potatoes to show you what potatoes look like. If I have any canned left, I don't know if I do. I have down there. I canned pinto beans. I actually took the hard beans and brought them down, and then I canned them. Like you have to cook the beans. My chili is also done with real hard beans. They're not done with a can of beans. Only if I'm desperate I do that. But I actually took, which is amazing taste, to take the red kidney beans, and then what you do is you cook them until they're ready. They're all like soak them overnight, cook them until they're not quite soft, because they're going to be really soft when you put them in the chili. And then you put them with your chili. You have no idea the difference of tasting kidney beans, the red kidney beans that are done from a bean, like dried up bean. It's an amazing chili taste. Seriously, that you started from scratch. It tastes I think it tastes so amazing. Hey. Okay, T, be careful. Okay. Thank you, lady of delicious dishes. Welcome. I hope you like to learn. That's what I'm here for, teaching. There's a tiny one, so I'm going to put that to my other side. I'm going to show you all the tiny ones I have I didn't even touch. All right, this one's a really weird one. This looks like, well, looks like a bat, I guess. Batter up. This is the only deformed potato, too. I got 2 out of 3 pounds. These are the only 2 potatoes that are kind of deformed, but I'm still keeping them anyways, as long as there's nothing wrong underneath. Yeah, see, that's a little bit of a green thing. I've got a knife with me, but check on this. I don't like it if there's green on here. I'm not keeping the potato. Congratulations cooking with Tracy. It looks okay. It's better than I thought. Making sure. I don't think it's green, so. All right, I am going to get my husband to get it. Could you do me a favor, please, and go get, the big quart jars? Just give me the jars for now. I'm going to need the lids and everything, but I need a bunch of quart jars. I got to scrub them down. But I need one for sure now, so I can see if I can fit these little potatoes in here.
Hard part is finding them.
Thank you. Yay, Tracy. Oh, cool. Congratulations, Tracy. Yes. Congrats, honey. Very cool. Congrats. Yes, that's a big, big deal on YouTube. Congratulations. Especially for live streamers, it's a good thing. Okay, these are little. So I'm just waiting to see if if they're small enough to go in a jar. I'm going to keep them like that, like I've said, and I'm just going to scrub the skins really good on them. All right. Now my sink is like not full, but got a lot of spuds. All right, so next thing is I just want to see if these little potatoes are good. Then I'm going to scrub all the potatoes and put them in a pot to leave them in cold water until I'm ready to can them. All right. So I got to go through these little potatoes to see, I got lots of them. If they're too big, I'm going to peel them and put them with the rest of the potatoes and quarter them. When you can them, you should actually cut them. It's not easy to do, but you got to cut them around the same size. I don't want to use a brand new sets.
It's not brand new.
They look like they're brand new. Anyways, can you give me one jar for now, please?
They're dirty.
It doesn't matter. I gotta wash them off, but I want to see if these will fit in the jar. I just need one. Perfect. No, that's an old jar. Yeah. No, but okay, there's different quartz jars. This is an old one. I have newer ones. They're big. There. See, there is my jars. This is an older mason one. You can tell by the shapes. The newer ones are more rounder. But anyways, I love the old ones too. This is all I want to do. Will this fit in? Because you're going to have a lot of air pockets where you're going to pour the potatoes. Will these all fit in nicer? See, that's why if they're too big, look at how much airspace they got in here. Too much. So that's why I can't afford to put big ones in, because I'll be wasting a jar and see now they're not even coming out. These are way too big. So I have to force them out. That is not a good thing when they're too big. See? Now I can't get them out. I've just showed you another lesson, what not to do. Might end up having to peel all the little ones too. They're not small enough to do it this way. And I really didn't want to peel them, but all right, got them all. There we go. So I think that one's got to get peeled. As long as they can come out, you're fine. If they're too big, you got to peel them. Okay, these are really good. I'm going to put these to the side because this will come out fine. Separate my little ones and then peel the other ones again. These are good. So the good ones go. You can see the size of them. They'll all come out. That's little, that's little. When they start to be too big, that's not going to work for you. You can cut them in half. And actually, you might not like them peeled, but it just makes it easier that I don't have to peel the tiny, tiny ones. Because eventually the peel will come off of them. Let's see, these look too big. I think I'm going to be pulling most of them. They're kind of too big. I think I'm going to have one jar and that's all, so I can show you what it looks like. I'm going to do one jar and the rest got to get peeled. It is what it is. These are kind of too big. You got to find them really, really tiny. It looks good. It's going to do enough to fit one jar, and the rest I got to peel, unfortunately. Tiny, tiny. There's another one that's tiny. And you need, from the top, okay, high pressure. When you're doing the normal boiling one, a 1/4 inch is fine. But when you're doing high pressure, it's going to escape the water. So you got to, right here, let me see if I show you, about 1 inch from the top. So I kind of don't put any hot water when I show you the next part after. Don't put the hot water above that rim. That's at least 1 inch. If it was the other kind, you could go a little higher. But high pressure, you're not supposed to. About 1 inch from the top, you leave no hot water or anything in it. Right, so this looks good. I don't think I can squeeze any more potatoes in here, which is sad because technically I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 potatoes taking up a whole jar, which is crazy. So I'm going to do one jar like that, then you'll see what when I'm done, you'll see what it looks like. The rest I'm going to peel. I didn't want to do that, but I got to do it. All right. Wonder why my Nightbot's taking off, empty. How come it's going so cuckoo? I know another thing what I'm going to get ready too. So you seen, that was one of the things I'm going to show you. If the potatoes are really tiny, you don't clean the skins off. You do not have to remove them. But see, these are not small enough. They got to be fairly small. Because now I forgot, there's another step I got to do too. I actually got to take these after I clean them. I like clean them and clean them. I'm going to quarter them. So I have to go with a knife, get a cutting board, and I'm going to quarter all these potatoes before I have to have all these potatoes finished. No sense of doing all the jars and everything when the potatoes aren't ready. So So let's see. Like I said, it is a long process. It's the typing in caps. Oh, that's why. Oh. Oh, it's the type. Okay. You're right. And I can't see the screen as well. I don't know what to say, MT. I told him to type in caps because I can't see the screen, but I guess we'll have to stop typing in caps and I'll stress. I'm going to have to put the TV, I'll have to come up with a plan to put the TV closer so I can see it. So we won't type in caps anymore. And I'll try to read the screen so that the freaking bot doesn't go too crazy on me. Great. I'm glad I'm only doing 30 pounds because I think by the time I'm done, my wrist is going to hurt a little bit and I'll be happy to be done. And then I'll show you how many jars does 30 pounds of potatoes give you too. All right. You get a Skinner. Hello, how are you? The school, what is that? I had them. You know what? I know what you're talking about. I didn't like it though. They don't peel it very good. There's a machine that you throw in and it turns on and it has like a scaler thing and you throw it in and it like bounces the potatoes and rubs it. When I was in the military, we had them. There's a hand turner and you threw them in. They didn't do that good of a job though. I don't actually like them, but I know what you're talking about because in the military we did. One time I went away with the weekend with them. You throw it in this thing, you turn it, and it's got like grinders on the whole thing, and it kind of like scrapes the potatoes. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. But it was kind of crappy, actually. It like gouged the potatoes, and I wasn't impressed with it. And furthermore, I'm not going to go buy it because I do this maybe once a year. I don't do it all the time. That if I was doing this as a restaurant or somewhere where I'm selling my stuff, then maybe that would be a good investment. But I really didn't like how it worked. That gadget was, like I said, it didn't get all the skin off, plus it gouged the potatoes really bad. But thank you. That was a good suggestion, though. So I don't have to hand do this. I mean, they might have a new invention now. They do invent all kinds of cooking equipments all the time. I just didn't like it when I saw it. But it's a good idea. It would save me a lot of time. If I liked the way it did it, I would do it. A lot of these gadgets are a lot of money. And I don't think they're worth the money sometimes. And trust me, I have different gadgets through the years. Okay, I'm gonna put these in the water, and then I rest my hands for a couple minutes. I almost feel like another coffee. I'm old school. I just steam the potatoes and peel the skin off easy. Yeah, that is old school, and that's cool. But I did that too once too, and I find this is the best way. I burn my hands. Wait till it cools off a bit. Now I've already had soft potatoes by the time you do that too. And I don't want soft potatoes because they're going to be really soft when you put them in the. Imagine how that would be. Okay, just think of it this way. If I boiled them, which I think is cool, there's nothing against what you're saying. I boil these to get the skins off easier. Now I've already boiled them, so I've already softened the potatoes. Then when I'm done, they got to go process for 90 minutes. Do you know how soft those potatoes are going to be? Processed on a high pressure for 90 minutes. They would be like mush. They don't need any more boiling because they're going to be already boiled plenty by the time they're done processing. But I think it's still cool. All right. Oh, what are these canned potatoes for? Sorry, I missed it. Just so people are going to learn how to process potatoes through a high pressure canner. And for me, they're to use at a later date. They'll last longer. They will last way longer than you leaving them in a bag, and a storage would not last as long as if you can potatoes, they'll last a lot longer. That's why you're saying old school. Well, this is definitely old school. Canning has been around for centuries. I mean, so this lasts for a very long time, what we're doing. And it's been, like I said, it's been done for a long, long time. So you want old school? What I'm doing here is definitely old school. So old school that you won't even see many people doing it anymore, which is a sad thing. You know, I was just mentioning earlier about knitting and crocheting and all that. That's to me is an old trait of crafting. Do you know that if you don't keep it up, that will be a dying art, and it soon is, because a lot of kids don't even touch it. They touch it for a little bit. I saw my grandson doing it, and they get bored with it and they put it away because they have no patience, because a game on a TV is much easier to do. It takes seconds to put that TV and get you going, where to actually do a whole sweater or to knit something takes a lot longer. So I guess I want to say is sometimes kids are getting a lot lazier and not thinking that's entertaining for them enough, or a fast speed of entertainment doing stuff like this. Which in the end, we will always go back to the old ways. You always do. Every time I see stuff, it seems to me recipes and different things end up going back to the old ways. Yeah, I wouldn't boil them, no. They'll be too soft. And high pressure canning, like I said, if you're new and you've never done it before, it's anything that's low acidity. So potatoes really don't have high acid. So you have to you want a botulism to kill all the bacteria, you have to high pressure can this. Anything with higher acidity is safe. It's protected with the acids. All right. Don't even get me started on after this. Since I love Tracy and I appreciate you coming here, Trace, I wouldn't even mind doing some, have you ever touched dehydrating? I have a really good dehydrator, and I get in the mood in the fall to use it too, because when you dehydrate something, you take a long time to dehydrate it, but it is really cool stuff that you can dehydrate, which I absolutely love. Like I like doing mushrooms. You know that I didn't finish it, but you can take tomatoes, dehydrate the tomatoes, ground that up, and make it into a powder. And now you get instant tomato soup, adding to anything you want. Yeah. The tomato soup one is the one I haven't finished. I would like to finish that, to dehydrate. I have powder. I don't know if I can show you it, but I have to check if it's still good, because I dehydrated that a while ago, over a year ago easily. So I have to check to see if it's any good. But if it's done right and all the air is out, that's almost can last a lifetime, dehydrated stuff. That's a whole other thing in itself. Most people just dehydrate beef jerky. But do you know how many amazing, cool things you can dehydrate? Not just beef jerky, tons of stuff. And when you don't have something in your pantry that's fresh or canned or whatever, you got something quick right there. You open the jar, rehydrate it, and mind you, yes, it does lose some nutritional factors in it when you do that, but I see people I watched for ages that do it. As long as it's dehydrated at a lower level, it won't kill all the nutrition to the stuff. And you have vegans and everything else that actually do that. They live off of dehydrated food. Kind of glad I'm getting this done with you guys. It's already 3 o'clock. So I think definitely the beets will be tomorrow, because I'm going to get the potatoes at least done. And then the beets, I'll work on them, because I got to figure out how I'm going to show you without messing my whole kitchen up, because beets are really, really messy. Hello. Poe, welcome. Hello, how are you? How are you doing, Poe? All right, I'm going to switch over. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 little potatoes left, and then I'm done. Thank goodness. But I got to cut them up in quarter the potatoes. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll store them in a big container, one of my canning containers. I'll show you what that looks like. Those big, huge, so many quarts. Once I get them all done, they'll sit in water until I get all the jars ready and start boiling them. Then you're going to need a kettle to boil hot water. You can have hot water on the stove, but you can use the kettle. Fill the kettle up, and you're going to, once the potatoes are all cleaned several times, you're going to throw them in your jars that are all really sterilized. Put the potatoes in there. And then you're going to come and pour hot water from a kettle in there. Then there's a knife, or I have a specific kind of knife that's plastic for canning, and you have to take all the air bubbles out of the jars. So I'm kind of way ahead of myself telling you all this, but that's kind of the stage I got to do after. All righty. Here it is. I'm done this. I'm going to wipe this all down and come and quarter my potatoes next, and then clean the jars. I'm going to put that, I might clean the jars pretty soon. I got to get them boiling because that's going to take time. So I think what I'm going to do as I talk to you guys, you'll see my potatoes here, but I'm going to clean the jars pretty soon before I quarter the potatoes, because I got to get them boiling so they get sterilized. I'm going to use one of the big pans that I will show you in a minute what it looks like. You kind of have to watch what pans you use too, because especially if with acid, anything to do with acid, you'll get the paint off. So you're not supposed to use, I'm trying to think of, well, the pans I have are designed, they're enamel pans are fine, But anything, I think you can't use, I think of the material, the pans you're not supposed to use. A lot of the cooking pans, you can't use it because the acid will take off the material from the pan. Thanks, Tracy. I know you are. I know you're going to stay with me because you want to learn, and that's what I want. I want people that like staying with me that want to learn. You are exactly one of the people that I'm looking for. Sometimes I can't just rush things, and it takes me a while to do this. It is what it is. Sure, I can put it on a video, and you can look up videos all you want. And videos will take 5-10 minutes, like I've said, and you'll learn. But how do you learn something I'm doing all day long in 5-10 minutes? Well, they do try to simplify it, but and I guess people will get bored sitting there watching this for hours and hours. How much fun is it to peel potatoes and watch somebody peel them? I get it. But you're my friends and you're here. Well, I'm doing some work and you're at my table right now as I talk to you. I'm down to the last 3 potatoes. I can almost get excited. That's the last 3 potatoes. Don't even get me started on the bag of rutabagas I got sitting back here. I want to have that for supper. Now, I have never did that. I'm going to check if there's a recipe. I think you can do rutabagas just the way I'm doing potatoes. I'm going to check, though, in my books and that, because I have never pressure canned rutabaga. But a rutabaga is like a potato, so I don't know why you couldn't. And I certainly don't need a whole big bag of it. I think it's 20-pound bag. 10, maybe 10, 20 pounds, somewhere in there. Well, that's cool. I'm watching this on my TV as I change my room. See, that's what I do too sometimes, Tracy. Sometimes if I'm going to a channel, I stay with the channel, but I can hear them talking, but I just go in and physically do other labor besides just sitting in front of a computer. I actually go whatever, on a craft or cook. I can hear you and listen to your chat, and I can just get my other things done. So I get it. Perfect time to move your furniture around when you're watching, listening. You can hear me. I haven't changed but peeled potatoes, so it's not exactly that exciting. Alrighty. Oh, I'm happy to say my hand needs a break too. I am done my potatoes. All right, let's move this out of the way and soak all my potatoes. Oops. I gotta get a cloth for my hands. I'm happy I can put this away till tomorrow. Now, I'm gonna fiddle with something, but I know that you can boil beets and then do the same thing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that or not. You can actually peel beets with a potato peeler, which is a lot harder. Or you can do the process of putting them in water, boiling them for a little bit, and then peeling them. It's supposed to be with a knife, and it's way easier. So I haven't decided which one I want to do that next more. I'm going to try one of my beets first to see how hard they are to peel. I'll be right back. I have to get my potatoes, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to clean a jar, but I just I don't know how I'm gonna do this yet, because I can't see anything when I take my cable, I can't read anything. All right, so right now, I have a mess here. I would like to show you something that I'm doing here, but I gotta clean some of my mess here out of the way. All right, so I leave these dishes out too. Now this is gonna get cleaned and cleaned and cleaned, okay? Because I already cleaned the sink. The sink, yes, has bacteria on it, but I cleaned it, but it's gonna be cleaned again. This is not enough cleaning for me. So I wanna show you. See if I can bring my computer here for a second. And I'll plug you back in because I can't read the typing when I do this. I try to bring my camera where I'm going somewhere else. All right, but I want to, you've seen how much mess I got right now. Let's see. Let me show you a few things. Just bear with me when I move things around. Put you back at the table, but I'm going to move you near my sink to show you what I'm doing here. But meantime, I had dishes that I didn't do, so I have to get the photo out of the way. Move to the side here. Okay, let's see if we can put my stuff. I can move you on my counter now. But kind of like. All right, just gonna scrub my other sink down, make sure it's all clean. Cord is not long enough for what I want to do yet. All right, so I'm gonna wipe the counter down because I don't want to get electrocuted with my computer. I'll show you what I'm working with. I gotta clean these up. That's not even enough dirt. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna plug this for now. Okay, that's my floor you get to see. All right, so I'm going to take you like this and show you that is all the potatoes I did so far in the sink. And over there is my stove, and I'm going to put you there, but I have to wait till it dries. So right now you're going to go back to the table, but you can see That's all the potatoes right here, in here. I have soaking in cold water in a clean sink. Gonna cut them up, quarter them. Now I'm also gonna take the big jars down there, you can see. Let's see if my cord is only so long. All right there. All those big jars right there. I need even more than in the box. And you see the big pans right there. There's my stove. There's a high pressure cooking. I will move you over here so you can see better in a minute. But right now, those are the jars right there I'm going to use and more. So I have to do the potatoes, clean the jars, and get them boiling in the big pans over there, which has an enamel. They're designed for canning. I'm sure everybody's seen they come with lids and they're big, huge, so many quart pots. But the pressure cooker looks totally different. See how big it is in the box? I store it back in the box when I'm not using it and put it in the garage, and I come back, clean it out, and then I start using it. So it's right there. All right. So right now, I put you back on the table. Okay. You clean the, well, good. I'm glad you guys are getting things done. If you can guys chat with me and get things done at the same time, I'm happy. We're kind of like working together. So you guys are good. If you want to rewatch that part, that's fine. I just took you to what my potatoes are looking like. So they're in the sink. And I have to come back here. I'm going to come back here and cut them with you guys. I want to wipe my table since I got all that starch from the potato on it. And I got to be careful that I don't wet the bottom of my computer. Touch my computer just a bit to keep it clean. So I could show my face, and you know what I look like already. I would rather keep it to what I'm doing, cooking here, to show you what I'm doing. All right. Thank you guys for hanging with me. I appreciate it. You have no idea. All right, so then my next goal is, I think what I want to do is I got to cut up all the potatoes. So I'm going to take one of those black pans I showed you, and I'm going to put all my potatoes in there for now. Don't put that there. I have no...
I'm gonna make some hamburgers.
Okay, yeah. That's super. Thanks, guys. All right. Here's my pan. My big pans. I'm throw my potatoes in here because I'm going to wash them after I quarter them. Under washer. So that's going to go on the table. You'll see me cutting them, putting in more water again. But I want to clean off the jars. So I'm going to take a scrub brush. I have Nana.s detergent, and you always do more than what you know. Do way more jars than what you need, because it's funny. In the end, you don't want to go re-clean more jars. No, I know it's not. Thanks. All right, so all this done. Whoa. Three potatoes over here. Oh my God, that big black pan is full. That's how many potatoes I got. Okay, so I'm gonna pull that out and get it out of my way so I can wash the jars down. See if I can show you guys. I don't know if you can see that. I'll put you in my corner here. Maybe I have to plug you in so I can see what you see. Show you the potatoes I got on my chair right now. All right, let me see. All right. What potato? Not like this. All right. It's kind of wet. I don't like my computer on a wet table. It's not a good idea. All right. There it is. Oh yeah, you can see it right there. There. See? So many potatoes. I'll open it up just a bit. You guys look like you're getting work done. You can hear me. All right, so I got to that point that the potatoes are all done, but I'm going to quarter them because they can't fit in a jar anyways. I'm going to quarter them in a minute, but right now, what I want to do is scrub the jars down really good with a scrub brush, dish soap, which I love Dawn, so that's what I use. I'm going to do all the jars, and then I'm going to have to do the lid and the rims, and they're even brand new, see? I put a brand new, there it is. I'll throw it right here so you can see it. That's a rim. Lids, that's labels. I have 2 different size lids. Hopefully I have enough for all my jars that I gotta do. If not, I'll have to do them, finish them up later. Here they are. I never ever, some people reuse them. I find that that's dangerous. That's why I don't have problems. That's a lid. Right here, lids. I never ever reuse a lid. The rims are fine because they don't touch anything. The rim's just holding it down. But these are important to seal right. You want it brand new, and I clean them, I boil them and put them on, and then it's done. When I'm done with it, I don't use it ever again. However, if I'm doing dehydrating and I seal dehydrating stuff in, I can reuse the lid. I forgot I did this last year. I gotta show you guys. Look at this. I was thinking, I can't use this jar now. I knew that was gonna happen, but it's kind of cute. I canned this jar. I wanted something cute. I canned pumpkin in it. And I decorated the jar to look like a pumpkin. If you can see that. Yeah. Let me move this back a bit so nothing falls off. Yeah, I canned pumpkin in there a few years ago. Then I went, I'm going to give this as a gift. So I glued eyes and everything to make it look like a pumpkin on the jar. Okay. 7 at a time I gotta do. And you get back, the jars should be done 7 at a time. 7 quarts will fit in here. That's about it. I think it can only fit in my pressure canner, 7 quarts. So that's all I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I got 7 jars ready to scrub and clean. 7 lids and 7 rims. Oh, that's not a one. It's too small. And I keep the boxes that I bought the jars in because it's easy to store them in those jars. And then you keep the whole case on the shelf. Or you can take them out if you want. But it's kind of cool that I put them back in the case if I don't have any room on a shelf. They're stored in the box. I got the jars. Nancy C, hello. No, it's not really Halloween, this is canning, but I was just showing what I did with the jar. I canned pumpkin in it, and then I kind of decorated it as a gift after, and then got the jar back. And right now, if you look back, I showed you my sink, I'm just cleaning all my lids and jars with soap and water and scrubbing them down before I boil them. 2, 4, 5, and 2 more rooms. 6 is a good room. These are good. When in doubt, the rims are the bad, then get rid of it because you don't want rust on your stuff. However, it shouldn't affect the jar. It's the lids that are really important. You don't seal it right. All right, I need 2 more. All right, more lids here. This. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's pull it up. See, this way, I check all my jars too when I'm doing this, and I won't put a bad jar away after. Because you really, believe me, if you have a bad jar, you're gonna know it. It's gonna crack right in your pot. It will not hesitate, but the good thing about it is if it does explode, it's not like a bomb going off. When you think it's like that, you'll hear it crack, but it just stays within the whole section of the high pressure canner. Because I've had jars cracked before. Because you should examine them when you're going to use them to make sure there's not any slight cracks. The heat's going to make them go. But it won't break the rest of the jars. That's what's funny. It'll crack the one and make a mess in your pot. All you got to do is put your stuff on your canner, and the rest, rinse the jars out, and you're fine. It didn't go into your food or anything like that. So your good cleaning. Now I'm rinsing off the soap. Now you're going to go into the water right out of here. Make sure the glass temperature is the same water you put in the pot. So if you want to start off a little warm, that's fine. And heat your jars up. But if you take a jar, I mean, there's a chance they could crack if you put a cold jar in a hot water. You got to be careful. You got to kind of match the water in the pot. And then, right now I'm going to clean my pot. And I'm going to bring you over here to show you what I'm doing in a minute. But right now, just get your jars ready. Okay, I need measurements 1, 2, 3. I need some smaller lids. I have to get my husband to go get a few more things. He can bring all my canning stuff up. You need this plastic. You're not really supposed to work with stainless steel. You need plastic to work with when you're doing this stuff and taking the air bubbles out of the jars. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lids. All right. You'll be going for a ride with me in a minute. As soon as I get all this done, I'm going to show you. I'm not going to put the lids or the rims in right away. They don't need to go in as long as the jars. They will go in, but I don't want to put them in right away, because that's too long of them sitting in water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. 7. The rabbits in the jars can go in, but the lids I don't put in right away. I'll shove them in out here. Right, I gotta move this out of the way. Alrighty. Over here. And the rocker big can as well. Okay, I need to bring my lids up here. The lids will help to get the water heated up faster. But okay, I need to use this up. All right, now put all my jars in that big pan. So I can do more than all my lids are going on the bottom here. And I'm just thinking, after I'll throw them in. Because I'm always afraid of overheating the rubber. So I don't do that. I don't put it in the whole time. But the rims won't matter. Okay. Now, and I'm gonna tell you this much, you gotta kind of put a little bit of water in each jar, because they'll float the pan. So you gotta add a little bit of water on each jar, to keep them down. Because when you see how much water I'm using, the jars will float. Oh my God. Thanks, MT, for taking care of that. How's your fridge looking? How's your living room looking? Whenever you got a chance, guys. Like I said, I don't care that you're cleaning, and I know you can still hear me, so it's all good. All right. These jars start. Water. I mean, when you go to, if you're steam bathing them, for the high acid bath and all that, you have to put the water level all the way past the top to make sure you're sealing them right. But for this, just to sterilize, I got about a half a pot of water and a little bit of water in each jar to hold them down when they boil. And I am going to show you that in a second. Oh, yeah, nice and heavy. Oh. Hey, can you get the lid for me? I can hear me. All right. I have this one part that's supposed to be good for jars, but it's rusted out. I think I'm just going to throw it in the garbage. I don't want it. I don't want to deal with rust on any part of my containers. So, show you that in a minute too. All right. Counter down so I can move you over here for a second. Light on. Oh. Can you do me a favor? I need the lids for these things.
They're going up there.
The lid's not up there, just the container. The lid's.
This flat lid?
Yeah.
On the front, it's up there, like the front little container.
No, they're not. There's no lids here. None. No lids. There's no lid on you. You just brought me the pans. No lids. Are you done with the scissor? I'll go the way. I'm trying to clean it as I go. Here, right here. No, that's not what I mean. Right here. The lids are the pans.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. All right. I don't know. I'm going for another move here. I'm not going to be able to see you. Let's see if I do this, but let's see. All right. There it is. There is on the pan, the stove, boiling. I'm going to put a lid on it in a minute. Here, I'll just take the lid. You want to put it right there? Perfect. Okay. I'm going to put a lid on it, and that's got to boil. And once it starts to boil, you kind of time it. You time it for at least about 15 minutes to get it really sterilized. I mean, you don't have to go 15 minutes, 10, whatever. 10 minutes is good. From boil point to get them really sterilized. All right, I'm going to move you back here. That's what's going on. Oh, I said hi, trucker man. Kathleen says hi.
Hello.
I'm going to make some more coffee up as I do, because this is what I'm going to use next too. I got to boil some water in a kettle, but this will be all done. I got to move you guys later. Once the counter dries, this whole computer is going to go towards where I'm doing it, the work. Until then, well, it's better I stay right there so I can cut all the potatoes and everything. And well, I guess I could have used the rack, but I don't really like the look of it. This is what the rack looks like. Let's see. Let me show you if I can. Yeah, right there. Then you pull the jars out. But it's kind of got rust on this one. And I won't work with rust, so I'm probably going to throw this out. I don't like it rusty. And it will. This stuff will rust in time. So I don't work with rust. I get rid of it. It's easier for me to have the equipment to just pull the jars out. As long as you're careful, you don't need that thing. But if it's clean, brand new, by all means, use the container to pull the jars out. That's what it's designed for. So I don't know if I can clean the rust off. I'm going to try, but put it back for rust. Right now I'm washing the lid of the big pan. This trucker man brought it up for me. I'm going to let it go so it'll boil much faster with the lid on. There we go. And I am cleaning as I go, which I really love a clean kitchen when I'm cooking, so it works well for me. Oh, that's okay. Thank you. Thanks, sweetheart. That means I know you can hear me. It's all good, and thank you. I'm probably going to put the coffee on. And in the meantime, I'm actually going to do something.
Got on milk.
Okay, well, you want to go get some. Okay. What's the guy doing? All right, I have the lids here. I don't want to put them in the water yet, so I'm going to put them aside the stove. Okay. And, oh yeah, those potatoes, I'm going to do this in a separate batch. The potatoes, I'm going to get clean, the ones that have skins, so I'm only going to do one container, and I'm going to show you what that looks like when you actually high pressure the one with the skins on it. You'll see what it looks like after I'm done. Right now, I'm just going to take them out of the jar. going to scrub them all down. There we go. And they'll scrub down. One of them has a bad spot, so I'm going to cut the bad spot off. I didn't have a knife to work with. I'm going to now. I know you're not right here, but I feel like you guys are right with me. So it's great company. It would have been more lonely not live streaming. I would have been just talking to myself. So at least now when I talk, I know somebody's listening to me. And they're also getting their work done, which is all cool for me. All right, I scrubbed the little potatoes down. Hey. Hey. I scrubbed the little potatoes down. They're all set to be put in a jar once the jar is sterilized. And then this will work out good because then you can see your choice if you ever want to do this. You can see what it looks like with the skins on it too. I'm just telling you. I mean, yes, it's work, but it's worth it. It's so worth it. It tastes so good after you do all this. I mean, I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't think that, first of all, I enjoy it, and second of all, I didn't know what it tasted like. I know what it tastes like. I know how big this is, and it's much more healthy than what I'm doing. If I haven't had, I do have potatoes growing. If I have enough potatoes, I might do another batch again with the potatoes I got growing. We'll see. Great. It's all nice to clean. I want it dry before I bring you guys over here because I do not want to get electrocuted or whatever. All right. Potatoes, this is good. Now I'm gonna get these potatoes ready. I got the jars going. This is kind of like what you got to do. You got to do a couple things all at the same time when you can. You really do have to be a little bit organized. All right, now, all right, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put the cut potatoes. I want to put the cut potato. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I got a box here. I'm gonna keep. I need something to put the potatoes in, and it's huge. The amount I gotta cut. You put them out quarters, rinse them out. They're gonna be all set to put in jars. I don't know how to keep this box, so I'm gonna put all my potatoes in a box. They're like 3 times washed. I wash them really good by the time I'm done. And then they're sterilized. Maybe that's why I never have issues with it. PD, that's funny. What do we got? I'm scared of water, so I don't bathe. I haven't. Anyways, moving on. I'm gonna come back and sit with you guys. Oh yeah, I need a cutting board. I'm gonna cut these in quarters. All right. Okay. Let's see, this is what I'm going to cut in quarters. I got to do a whole bunch of them. So the pan I had them in, they're going to get moved. And I'll quarter them and put them back in this big pan. All right. All right. All righty. These potatoes out. All right, that I can hear it. It's already started to boil. So by the time I get these cut, the jars are plenty ready to do the next step I got to do, because I can hear them boiling really good. Rinse this pan up for a second. Oh, okay. There you go. Uh-oh. I don't know if I'm still attached. I don't know what happened here, but we're going to fix the situation right now. All right.